So we have the Baofeng UV5R Mini. I'm just going to call it the Mini. And then this right here is the Mini 5. There are different two totally different radios. This is just strictly the Baofeng Mini 5. There's no UV5R to it. So we're going to get into this. So what are the biggest differences between the two? Well, obviously the buttons. Buttons are better on this one, and they show up prettier at night. You can read the actual little letters there at night a lot better with white light than you can through that blue. That's great. You'll notice something else here too. This is more of a chonky boy than the UV5R Mini, so there's more weight to it, right? Not always the best thing, having a little more weight to a radio. I get it, because I like the minimalization of the Mini. So how do they perform? Well, so far, the UV5R Mini, as far as FM reception and airband reception goes, on the Mini, the speaker is louder, all right, but not as clear. It's not as pretty of a sound. AM reception is also not as great, but and just picking up FM reception on the antenna setups that we have here, they're good to go. I mean, it's all right. It's a good radio, right? It's just not as pretty. This right here has clear airband reception so far. This has a better speaker put into it, and the FM reception is just as good, in my opinion, with both radios. So, to be fair. So the antenna setups, I'm assuming, are extremely similar. So this is what came with this radio. This is an Abri. This came with the 5R Mini. This came with this radio. This is not branded at all. I'm assuming something to do with Baofeng. I don't know. There's no brand. I wish there was a brand name on it or a number or something. Nothing there. But it came with the radio. So I could put in another Abri on this one and do like the same antenna, the same radio, which I'll probably do some of those tests. I'm going to do those tests some other time, but for right now, I kind of want to test out what it came with, because that's what people are getting. So just as an end user experience, I'm not going to go into all the spurious emissions testing and all that stuff and playing with all those things. I'm just going to do it like, okay, I'm a standard end user buying this radio for the first time. What we're going to do? What are we going to do on it? So that's kind of when we're going to judge most of what this is. So I will tell you, so far, these behave the same. Went to Chirp to program them yesterday. Chirp, I guess, broke support for the UV5R Minis, and now that's a problem. So I went to Baofeng's website, pulled up some CPS, downloaded it, and then I basically just copied everything off this radio, put it on here, and it worked just fine. So you can do that. And yeah, this works pretty good. So far, they behave the same. It's just this has, supposedly, from what I've read, this has an upgraded board, and they've done a couple of things different, and they've actually rigged this one for having better reception on airband, apparently. And this does have a little bit better sound, reception coming in. And like I said, I will say this, the speaker quality between the two of them, this has a louder speaker. The 5R Mini has a louder speaker. But this one has a clearer sound coming out. And when it comes to audio reception, like standard FM reception, like I said, this one's obviously louder, but not as clear. This one's a prettier speaker sound, so it's doing pretty good. So I'm going to be doing some stress testing over the next few days. So I go back to work tomorrow and the next day, so I'll be doing some of that. And I'll be carrying this one with me, and I'll have it on station just, when people are transmitting back and forth, and we'll see what that sounds like over there. I'm not going to record or anything. I'm just going to tell you what it was sounded like. And I will try to test it out. There's a net Thursday night, so I'll test it out then. I think there's also a net tonight I can test it out on. So I'll probably do some of that and just see what they say it sounds like on their end. But we'll see. I'm sure it'll probably behave the same. I mean, these right here are coming back pretty clean from what I've understood. Like, a lot of people have sent them in for testing and have tested them themselves in some cases and said these are coming out clean. And these are also, I've seen some posts where these are coming back the same, pretty clean. So I'm sure the sound quality is pretty good on both reception and transmit and all that. So I'm gonna test, obviously, gonna test it out, see what other people say, and eventually get back to everybody on what the quality is on it. And look, I'm not gonna be doing all the crazy science stuff. You know, like some people, they're all about specs. They're all about, well, if it's this many, decimals higher than this, then it's a bad radio. I don't do that. I'm doing end user experience. I care more about when you buy it, how does it perform? Because there are a lot of people that are getting their radio licenses right now, like technicians, that have absolutely no clue about any of that. And they don't care about any of it. They just want to have a radio to talk on a repeater, talk to their local community. And that's as far as they want to really go with the hobby right now. All right. That's who I'm kind of catering to right now on this, because there are a lot of new people that are buying these radios because they're cheap. And if they're going to buy cheap, I want to try at least see if these are good or not. And then say, yeah, get that one. You know, I've been recommending this one to people quite a bit, including people that absolutely hate Baofeng. And the one person that I know that does not like Baofeng actually bought one of these and says it's that good. He had it with him. Last time I saw him, he says, yeah, he's carrying it now. I'm like, what? This guy carried exclusively carried ICOM. Here we go. He's carrying a Baofeng now, which is kind of cool. So we'll see. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later.